Okay, so last meeting we have started creating our HTML using the Notepad in order for us to create our simple web page. Since you already created your first web page, then today we're going to enhance your HTML skills, wherein we are going to proceed on the HTML headings. So once we said headings, it is number one important part of our document, right? So since it is a number one part, because this will be served, or this will serve as the title of our document, just like this one. Example, into your module, we have here our headings. Of course, in our HTML or in our web page, we have what we call the different headings, and that is what we are going to do for today. Of course, we have what we call this headings, and of course we have what we call the subheadings. Once we said subheadings, that is the secondary headings up to the last headings. And of course, once we said headings, it is the biggest size or font size into our document, because it will serve as the title of our document of what information are we sharing to our audience. So for this demonstration, or for this week number 5, we are going to um, distinguish the different HTML heading, and we are going to create a web page using the HTML heading. So to do the demonstration, let's open our Notepad first. So Notepad, and of course, if you are going to start our HTML, as I told you last meeting, you need to start it with HTML heading, HTML tags. And of course, gawin na din natin yung end HTML, which is the slash or my slash before the name of the tag. Then we have the HTML head, the title for the HTML head, and the end title. Then end head. Okay. So reminder, dito sa HTML head, ito yung magiging title ng ating web page, kung saan makikita natin sa tab ng ating web page. So saan natin ngayon ilalagay ang ating heading for our document into our web page? Ilalagay natin siya sa loob ng body. And we have the end body. Okay. So let's see our module kung anong gagawin natin for today. So heading 1, heading 2, and of course type in your name for the title. And ayan. Dito, ito yung tinatawag na nating HTML head. Dito natin makikita yung HTML head. While itong heading na to, makikita natin siya sa loob ng body, since this is the body of your web page. So sa loob ng body, we have our headings. So to specify the headings, you need to specify it H1. H1 means heading number 1, or the first heading. Inside of our body, so ilagay natin dito heading 1, and of course we have the end heading, which is H1. Okay, and of course let's fix on the title of our head, or HTML head, or the title of our web page, which is type in your name according to our module. Okay, of course we have here now what we call the heading 1, or the first heading. Then we are going to create our subheading, which is the second heading up to the 6th heading. So we have the H2, which is the second heading. Then H2, you need to end it. So every time you started an HTML tags, you need to end it with another end tags for the HTML tag po. Up to H6. Okay. Let's copy it para mabilis. H3, 3. then 4, 4, and 4, and down 5, okay, 5, and then we have 6, heading number 6. Okay, so reminder, if you use the heading number 1, which means this will be the biggest font size into our or into the content of your web page, while if you use the H2, starting H2, it is smaller than H1 up to H6. So let's see the result later on. So let's just fix our HTML para mas maintindihan. So we have inside of the body of our web page, we have the heading 1 up to heading 6. So this is the beginning of the body and this is the end of the body, and of course in our HTML we have the HTML head, the beginning of the head tag, and of course the end head tag, and inside of our head HTML, or the head of our HTML, we have here the content for the title, which will serve as the title of our web page. So let's save it as HTML. So save it as, okay. So the name, it should not be .text, it should be .html. So heading .html. Okay, I'm going to save it inside of my desktop, then just click save. Once you click save, then let's locate our or the result of our HTML. So this one, okay, HTML heading, let us open it with our current browser, which is the Google Chrome. And once we open this one, then this will be the result of your heading. So as you can see, the heading number 1 will be the biggest size on compared to the rest of the content of our web page. So of course, heading number 2 is smaller than heading 1, but bigger than heading 3 up to heading 6. Okay, so it's up to you now if which heading are you going to use. Is it heading number 1 or heading number 2, 3, or up to 6? Okay, so that's it for today. So next meeting, we're going to improve or enhance still our HTML skills. So for today, we're just learned on how are we going to create our heading. And of course, here is our process question that we need to realize during and after this session. Why is HTML heading important? So what do you think will happen if we don't have any heading inside of our as the content of our web page?